52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions.
NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Morrison Stadium in Omaha, Nebraska for the 2017 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships. This evening in the Class A title game, it's Omaha Creighton Prep taking on Omaha Westside. Two programs plenty familiar with each other, and they've played each other a few times as well. Hello again, everybody. I'm Thor Tripp alongside Kelly Connolly. Ryan Mix will join us here in just moments. But these two teams, they know a lot about each other. Plenty of rivalries and plenty of sports, starting with soccer here tonight.
You know, Prep's advantage is their goalkeeping and defense. Now, Matthew Smith, the returning all-state keeper, 55 saves coming in tonight. He is the best keeper in the state. Now, Prep is a great team, but they're fortunate to be in this final tonight because Smith had to save 3 penalty kicks in order to get him here tonight. But let's not also forget that they have their entire returning lineup from last year's state final. Every starter is back.
And one man that you'll see Matthew Smith dealing with plenty tonight, Mr. Finicaro.
Yes, Jack Finicaro, they are so offensive-minded. He's notched 22 goals and 5 assists. Combined with Goldner in the middle, those two are very dangerous. So we're going to be seeing a lot of movement between them. They're scrappy in the final third. That's how they score so many goals. So this really is the ideal matchup, Thor. You have Westside's ability to score a lot of goals combined with Prep's ability to defend goals.
Now we'll see both of these teams who have seen plenty of each other. Just 3 miles separating these two programs, Creighton Prep High School and Omaha Westside High School. And while they've seen plenty of each other, we'll also take a look at the brackets as you see how close these two programs are with each other. Now let's look at how these two teams got here. Creighton Prep knocking off Omaha South, its usual rival, and then taking out Kearney in PKs, a shootout there as well. Omaha Westside winning easily against Lincoln East and then knocking off Millard West. More to come here in the Class A final at Morrison Stadium.
This month in Passport, your on-demand library of the best of PBS.
This place that allowed a civilization to prosper and flourish.
We don't think about the number of people on the plane, one plane at a time.
Your Majesty, surely you understand what is at stake here.
I am not a piece of clay to be molded by any hand.
These and other shows are available on Passport. Become a member of this PBS station. Sign in and start streaming today. PBS brings you a summer of adventure. We're taking you on the wildest, the most amazing,
look at this place,
and the most exciting journey ever.
Hi, hello.
And it all begins with the story of China.
China's the country that we all want to know about today.
The PBS Summer of Adventure.
Coming in June to NET.
Hello and welcome to Backyard Farmer.
I came out to watch the taping of Backyard Farmer. I always enjoyed the show and thought it would be fun to see it in action here. I think everybody needs to support it if we want it to stay, and it's just so much better than the regular programming with all the commercials and everything. I watch, listen, and support NET.
For the latest NSAA Soccer Championship updates, connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up and join the conversation. We have a great matchup for the Class A State Championship tonight. Number 1, Omaha Westside at 17-2, and number 2, Creighton Prep at 18-3. This is no different story for Creighton Prep. This is their 5th appearance in the state championship match the last 6 years. One of the most storied programs in boys soccer in Nebraska. Creighton Prep is very, very battle tested this year, and they have played Omaha Westside earlier in the season too. Prep lost to Westside 1-0 at Morrison Stadium on April 22nd. And then Westside beat Creighton Prep the second time around at State. Prep got here by defeating Omaha South 2-0 and Kearney 1-0 in a shootout. And Omaha Westside has been very dominant at the state tournament so far, as they defeated Lincoln East 4-0 in the first round and Millard West 3-1 in overtime in the semifinals. Westside has been very battle tested this year as well. 14 of their 19 opponents finished with a winning record. Omaha Westside scoring 72 goals on the year, allowing only 19 in net, while Creighton Prep has only allowed 8 goals this year. Westside seeking their first state championship since 2004, while Prep is seeking their first state championship since 2012. Let's send it back up to Thor Tripp.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Plenty to talk about here in this matchup. But Kelly Connolly, let's take a look at the schedule here that they've seen this week. This is how things kind of wrapped up. You saw earlier today Alcorn South knocking off South Sioux City in overtime. You've got Westside and Creighton Prep on tap right now. But then tomorrow, the girls' action. Scott Catholic and Columbus SCOTUS in Class B, and Millard North and Omaha Marion tomorrow night at 7:30 or so in Class A. A couple of more perennial powers on that side of things as well. But when you talk about powers in boys soccer in Class A, Kelly, you're talking about Creighton Prep and Omaha Westside more often than not. What do you look at in terms of keys for this game for both sides?
Yeah, this is the clash of the Titans. You want to see a title game where it's 1 versus 2. Much of the season, Prep was #1, and then they got knocked off by Westside, so they're coming in #1 into this game tonight. But for Prep, they have some solid individual players, but they've had some trouble stringing together sequences where they're scoring. So they haven't scored as many goals as you would think for how talented they are. Westside, on the other hand, they are an offensive powerhouse. They've scored a lot of goals, and they're really a dynamic team. But where they might be a little soft is on the defensive end. If you see a breakdown on Westside, it's probably in their back four. They're just not as strong as Prep is. Prep's strength coming into this game and their advantage is their defense and their goalkeeping. They've got Matt Smith, who's a phenomenal goalkeeper, 55 saves coming into this game, arguably the best goalkeeper in the state. And then there's a solid back four, senior-led. There's 15 seniors on Prep's team, so it's a very veteran-driven squad. And they remember being in this position last year in the finals. It didn't go their way. I remember talking to Coach Hoover and Coach Swanson after the game, and there was a bitter taste in their mouth. And all they could think about was getting started, getting ready towards next year, and they are stocked with talent.
Well, plenty of it on both sides, as we said. You can watch NET Sports coverage of the 2017 NSAA Soccer Championships on your smartphone or tablet. Take NET Sports on the go anytime, anywhere. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. Let's send it over to PA announcer Bobby Grennan for introductions for our Class A championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium and the 2017 NSAA State Soccer Championships. For tonight's Class A Boys State Championship match between the #2 seed Creighton Prep and the #1 seed Omaha Westside High School. We request that spectators not go onto the playing field at the conclusion of the match because of the possibility of injury to players and or spectators. The Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining walls that surround the field, and please remain out of the aisles during the game. Walking out this evening with Creighton Prep tonight is the #9 boys of Sporting FC Omaha. Walking out with Omaha Westside this evening is the #10 boys of Sporting FC Omaha. It's now time to meet the players and coaches. Here are the players and coaches for the big team. The #2 seed Creighton Prep Junior Jays. #1 Blake Ellis. #2, Jacob Kenny. #3, Michael Ambrose. #4, Noah Flourish. Number 5, Edward Gordon. Number 6, Alexander Sudeka. Number 7, Philip Traeger. Number 8, Andre Coates. Number 9, Sean Toohey. Number 10, Timothy Captain. Number 11, Jake Semino. Number 12, Matthew Smith. Number 13, Tanner Andrews. Number 14, Connor Reagan. Number 15, Samuel Beekler. Number 16, Pierce O'Brien. Number 17, Junior Natua. Number 18, Luke Waters. Number 19, Thomas Cron. Number 20, Dermot Swanson. Number 21, Evan Lounsbury. And number 22, Cameron Tran. The head coaches of Creighton Prep, Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson. The assistant coaches, Mark Bolton, Mike Witt, Steve Monzu, Russ Walter, Victor Medina, Luigi Catalano, Bill Kleber, and Brady Lohman. Now let's meet the players and coaches for our home team, the number 1 seed, Omaha Westside Warriors. Number 1, Griffin True. Number 3, Brady Fair. Number 4, Christian Hannes. Number 5, Daniel Wood. Number 6, Ethan Walter. Number 7, Samuel Mormino. Number 8, Noah Farho. Number 9, Peter Navoa. Number 10, Hunter Cruz. Number 11, Sage Wine. Number 12, John Luke Westfall. Number 13, Jack Finocchiaro. Number 14, Jacob Caffey. Number 15, Maxwell Frost. Number 16, Miltiadis Hatzidakis. Number 17, Ethan Goldner. Number 18, Christian Madsen. Number 19, Marvin Ramirez. Number 20, Jackson Bush. Number 21, Aaron Noddle. And number 99, Cedric Holman. The head coach of Omaha Westside, John Bryant. The assistants, Mitch Kavanaugh, Mark Preston Heath, and Jono Callahan. The officials for our Class A boys final. The head referee is Tim Hook. The assistant referees, Matt Seam and Shane LeBenz. The fourth official, Mike Brewer.
So here we go in the Class A state championship game. Creighton Prep, Omaha Westside. Public versus private school rivals. Kelly, these two teams know plenty about each other. They've played with each other growing up in club. tell us a little bit more about this rivalry.
That's right. They're very familiar with each other. They've already played twice so far in the regular season, and they've split. So Prep beat Westside in Metros, and then Westside, most recently 2 weeks ago, beat Prep on this field that they're going to be playing on. Kind of what happened in that game, Westside got up and just locked it in. Prep had a hard time offensively getting anything going. But to say that these two teams are friendly foes is an understatement. I mean, we're going to see a lot of emotion, energy, intensity. A lot of these guys play competitively on the club level, so they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And what we're going to see is much of this game is going to be played in the middle. It's going to be the battle of the midfields. You're going to have Prep's Gordon, Captain, and O'Brien versus Hunter, Cruz, and Navoa for Westside.
Yeah, plenty of talent on both rosters. Plenty of fans in the stands here tonight for this Class A final, as well as you get a taste of the Westside flavor over there on the south side of the stadium. Packed house on the berms and spilling over in this stadium. Always a fun atmosphere for these kids in Class A. Maybe a little less fun for their parents, but fun for all of us as well, as you see the Prep student section with the standard "I believe that we will win" chant. Westside fired up, hoping the third time in meeting these two teams is their charm for a state title. Creighton Prep, impressive all season long. Now 18-3 on the year, working on a 5-game winning streak. That started with right after a loss to Millard West, 1-0, who they already avenged. That loss was avenged by Omaha Westside in the last round matchup. You see Griffin Trude here, 107 saves. He's been active and the source of a little criticism on Twitter for a potential flop against Lincoln East this week, but Trude has been fantastic. No flop in his performance this season. On the other side, Matthew Smith, as we mentioned, Kelly, a stalwart in the back end.
Yeah, 55 saves, only 5 goals allowed. He's played 21 games. He is the key cog in this defense.
And not a bad way to start here as Creighton Prep takes the first touch, and we're off and running in this contest. Timothy Captain drops it back. Lots of activity, lots of quickness laterally between these two teams. You see first shot attempt there. Now Captain trying to weave his way through the defense. Take down the top of the box. These officials likely going to let these two teams go at it a little bit here, more than we saw in the last contest. Rivals and all that. You always want to let the players decide a contest. And early on, a whistle here is going tumbling to the turf is Junior Natua. And we'll have a free kick here for the Junior Jays, less than a minute in.
Natua, 12 goals, 6 assists on the season. He leads Prep in goals. He's that center forward, so no surprise that he's in on this set piece.
Philip Schrager also in the mix, the left boot just over the goal and into the stands. First opportunity to no avail for the Junior Jays.
15 seniors on Creighton Prep squad. That is a lot of seniors, so you know that they want to finish on top in a championship game.
First touch for the Junior Jays. Back out in front as Sean Toohey forces the action. Foot on it at Trude, and nothing doing for Junior Natua, who's putting the pressure on early here for Creighton Prep. Trude with a drop kick. Westside controls with Cruz. Out front to Ethan Goldner, who had a game in the goal in the opening round win for the Warriors.
Goldner's a young gunner, just a sophomore with 16 goals, 4 assists. He is going to grow into being a big part of Westside's program if he already isn't.
Got touched out of bounds here by the Junior Jays, so a corner kick coming for Omaha Westside. You mentioned a big part of the program, not just literally. Goldner showing off his height here down low, as you see the tallest member in the goal down there for Westside, a valuable part of these set pieces for the Warriors. Knocked away by Smith, and not dropping back in goal just yet. Natua working into the middle, has it deflected, but collected and moved ahead here by the Junior Jays. Now looking to Tui. Into the middle, Natua drops it back. Plenty of space in the middle here. Opportunity from 25 yards. No good wide. First boot of the night. Missed there by Pierce O'Brien. Trude boots it away. Westside unable to possess the ball here in the early going. Out now for Creighton Prep, and Tui trying to keep it in bounds here.
Yeah, so far Prep out possessing Westside in the early, just about 5 minutes in.
Trude picks it back up and gets the Trude boos from the Prep faithful.
You can always count on them to bring the presence.
First touch now. Try to move it back upfield. Warriors looking for space, but aggressive mentality from the Junior Jays early. Shot by Natua to try and force the action there. Westside unable to get it out of their own end. Forced to chip it away out of bounds, and Prep will have a throw in. Good look there from Samuel Beekler on the throw in. Back out into the middle now. Tui chips it to the outside. Philip Schrager back into the middle, deflected. Tui with a leg on it now, stays it. Far side, out of bounds, no good. And knocked out of bounds before any more damage could be done by Westside, but Tui trying to go far post, just a little off his mark.
Tui just right inside the 18, gets himself to the 6. It's a great opportunity, just didn't have anyone back forward to tap that in.
Corner kick coming off the right foot, first touch, no. Bounced in and headed out by Westside. Beekler had a shot at it, but a tough angle there. Creighton Prep will send it right back in. Good flip into the middle. Tui now off the head. Taken down to the box.
Prep has been just really pressing, and talking to these coaches and the players, a lot of people had the feeling that whoever scores first in this game is going to come out on top. And you can see Prep.
Yeah, Tui taking a shot to the jaw there, wanted to call inside the box. Nothing doing. Physical play continues between these two programs. Westside deflection now into the middle, and danger zone there for Tui and company once again. Well, plenty of activity on the offensive end here for Creighton Prep in the opening 6 minutes. Headed out. Sent back in now by Ed Gordon. Miscommunication on the pass there, and Westside will take possession on the throw-in. Looking for an opening here, and kept in once again by Gordon. Chipped out of bounds. So Westside really no rhythm to their game early on, as Creighton Prep has dominated possession and opportunity early.
Prep's done a good job of getting a lot of numbers up, and they're making it difficult for Westside's defense to get anything out of their final third. They're just not connecting.
Natua thought he had a little more space there than he did, unable to make the most of that little crease in the defense. A good job on the backside there by Marvin Ramirez to clear it out. To a pretty good awareness. Surprised on that one. Beekler on the throw-in. Just missed Natua for the header on the near post and sent back toward midfield. Numbers opportunity here for Westside, sending it back the other way. Run out with the give and go. Goldner into the middle. It's booted out of harm's way.
That's a great transition on Westside's behalf. The way they went at prep with speed, they were able to get numbers up. It's a good opportunity.
Finicaro doing his part there as well. With a give and go. He was going to be a big part of this offensive attack. Hunter Cruz as well. He's had a lot of success. 2 goals in the semifinal win for Westside.
Hunter Cruz is headed to Westland, Nebraska Westland next year. He's going to be continuing his career.
Hoping to cap off that career with a state championship here. Ramirez looking for space, but Prep really forcing the issue of being aggressive early and forcing some mistakes, like a miss pass here. Opportunity from John-Luke Westfall is out of bounds. Good turn here into the middle for Tui. Look across, trying to find his teammate, but Jacob Kenny never was able to get a foot on it. Tui almost maybe better served letting it rip on that one. They're trying to make the extra pass and giving Westside a little more time to recover.
And you wouldn't know this, but Tui's actually playing on a tweaked hamstring. So in the beginning of the season, he produced a lot of goals. He hasn't been as big of an offensive threat lately, but just in the first 10 minutes, he's really come out as aggressive, throwing his body at every opportunity that he can.
Yeah, Tui missed about a month of action as he's been trying to come back from that injury. Says he's still not 100% back from it, but from the looks of it, he feels like he's good enough to go in a matchup that could determine a state championship. You can see the energy from Tui, the legs fresh, maybe not at 100%, but certainly had his fair share of rest this season, more than he'd like to. Back into the middle now is Westside trying to make something happen. A good feed down low, but good effort on the runoff there. Good look from Peter Navoa trying to get Goldner down low, but a nice job by Schrager cutting off that angle and getting Matthew Smith a goal kick. Checking into the game now for Creighton Prep, Luke Waters and Evan Loonsberry. Some early substitutions trying to keep those legs fresh for what these squads both figure will be a battle to the end.
So if you've spent any time watching Prep, you know that they sub a lot. So much so that as a spectator and a player, you would think it's really hard to get in a flow and get a rhythm going, but they've been successful. So the coaches know what they're doing, but they notoriously make a lot of substitutions.
Natua now splits the defense, crosses over for the left foot. Miss hit here on the side as he was trying to hook it back in on Trude, but you can see the explosiveness from Natua here as he cuts across the defense twice and gives himself a chance. A little bit of an extra hop there that he wasn't anticipating before the kick, but Trude thankful for that on the other side of things. And now Natua whistled there for a foul as well.
I think that high kick, dangerous play.
Space now to Ramirez in the corner. Down the near boundary is Finicaro. Chips one into the middle.
Finicaro not really connecting or making a difference so far, but we know he's capable of scoring so many goals. But so far, just not much happening in his neck of the woods.
A handball whistled there, incidental, according to Creighton Prep, but Ed Gordon doesn't like the call. Here's another look at it, but bounced up on him a little bit here at the end and said he was just chesting up, but didn't get the call. So an opportunity here for Hunter Cruz and Westside from about 20 yards outside of the box to make something happen. Far corner knocked down by Matthew Smith and gathers it before the rebound can be put back in. Nice job of keeping it in front. And it's a tough play when you're diving to the turf trying to keep your elbows off of it. Into the middle now to Tua. Steps up and to the far side now with a little room to operate. Loses it momentarily, but can't clear. Westside takes it away, but a little bit of a miss hit there, gives it back to Prep. Good action from the Junior Jays early on. Good approach what they want to do offensively. No goals to show for it, but certainly lots of tense moments for Westside, head coach John Bryant.
Prep looking very composed on the ball right now. They're kind of just out possessing and, you know, being able to put the ball where they want it.
We'll have a free kick opportunity again now for Westside. This so far really the biggest plus for them, just giving the defense a breather. First touch into the box from Prep, but couldn't get it out. Now Ramirez in position. Can't keep it in, and Prep will send it back on the offensive side of things. On the rush into the middle, good cross. Left foot almost available there, now back into the middle on the right, just wide of the goal. Timothy Captain just missed off the right foot wide. Here's another look at it, Kelly.
Great ball to Captain, just gets a quick touch on it and then releases very close. Let's see again how close that was. Just about a foot away from being in goal.
And Trude really with great awareness of where he was on the net there and in the goal. Went right to the post, knew it was a little bit wide and let it go. Tricky situation there. You don't want to give away an unnecessary corner kick, especially when the Junior Jays have had possession most of this first half. A little shove from the rivals here, and not what you want to see early in this contest because you know it's only going to heat up. But these two teams and programs plenty familiar with each other and letting each other know about it a little bit in the early going. Side trying to press up. Finicaro cutting off that outside passing lane. Another deflection now by Ramirez, and Finicaro ends up with it. Always an offensive threat, whether he's passing or scoring. Ramirez now into the middle, back to Finicaro. To the outside, right foot opportunity into the box, and Smith with an aggressive play from the goal. Two Westside Warriors charging in for a header, and Smith takes it away.
Smith's yelling at his team to get up, get a little bit more organized on that back line. Don't let Finicaro get that shot off.
And a quick flip of the field there for Creighton Prep. A scoring opportunity here, but Westside able to bracket it in on defense. Captain now trying to get to the outside edge. Mason, the goal deflected. And it looks like it's going to be whistled for a corner kick here. And Samuel Mormino with play on defense, now checking back in for Creighton Prep. Michael Ambrose and Alex Sudica.
Ambrose is a little spark plug coming onto the field right now. we'll see him be a part of that back line, but it'll also get up in the attack. Only a sophomore, but can hold his own.
A couple of touches there for the junior Jays, but nothing directed toward the net. Remains scoreless now, approaching the midway point of this first half. But right now, Kelly, the field tilted a little bit from left to right on your television screen.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of using the space. Both these teams know how to use a big field like Morrison. So they're stretching it from one side of the field to the other. But, I mean, look at this. The center ref, he's really blowing his whistle. He wants to keep this game under control, and it could get out of hand very quickly because it's getting a little chippy in the last 5 minutes.
Now Cafton with it in the middle once again. Normanell tried to clear it, but was unable to do so. A little shoulders thrown in here between these two going at it in the corner, and you expect to see a lot of that in a matchup like this. Thomas Braun doing his part. As you see from Westside, Ethan Walter as well.
So Schrager coming up to take this throw in. He's a left back. So Prep utilizes their outside backs to get in the offense.
Trude can't clear it off the post from an outside angle. Now back into the middle for Prep. And a whistle blows, but you know, we're not sure how great that angle was. They were able to get it off the post. I'm not sure if he would have been able to get it in from that angle on the side anyway, especially off the left foot there. I'm not sure that could have been a goal-scoring opportunity, but the deflection there.
And all the numbers that Prep had in the box, they're really crashing hard.
Now Cafton once again. Cafton always seems about an inch from falling over when he's running full speed. That stride really lengthens out when he's trying to stretch the field, but always manages to keep his balance. Just fools me up here in the box.
So Cafton is the leader in assists, 13, and he likes to go one-on-one, so he can go at you with pace like you're talking about. He's almost about to fall out of his shoes.
Throw in now for Prep toward the box once again. Clear it out. Westside really just hanging on defensively here in the early going in this one.
Things just haven't settled for Westside quite yet. You can tell they're just not in their groove. They really haven't figured out the tempo of the game, and Prep just keeps pressing and pressing.
Cafton now to the middle. Another opportunity just wide of the net for Tui. They'll whistle another corner kick opportunity. Good feed there from Cafton, as you mentioned. The distributor doing a nice job finding that angle, and Tui just not quite able to get a foot on it. Great job defensively by Aaron Noddle to keep this opportunity limited to the boundary. Corner kick in, mid-post. Outside out shot is wide. Again, Prep comes out empty-handed, but a great showing so far in this contest for both teams as we pass the midway point of this first half. No score so far. 4 shots for Prep, 2 for Westside. A pair of saves for Matthew Smith. But it looks like a hobbled member of the Warriors team, and Ethan Walter limping to the sidelines. More to come from the Class A championship after this.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Safety tips from the Nebraska Department of Roads.
If you should run off the paved surface of the roadway, keep a firm grip on the steering wheel. Resist any immediate urge to whip the vehicle back onto the pavement. A rapid attempt to return to the pavement may cause you to lose control of your vehicle. Ease off the accelerator and avoid slamming on the brakes. Unless there is a more serious threat, stay off the road until the surface allows for a gradual, safe return.
brief hiatus there in the Class A championship, the midway point of the first half. Still no score. Let's head down to the sidelines with Ryan Mix.
Well, Thor, I moved up from the sidelines. I'm in the bleachers now because it's such a beautiful night out here. We want to give you guys an idea of how big this crowd is and just how perfect of a night it is out here at Morrison Stadium. I spoke with some of the Creighton prep students. They said they got here at 4 o'clock. The Class B game didn't even start until 5 o'clock. That's how dedicated the prep students and fans are. And as you can see, everyone out here enjoying a beautiful night of soccer. It's been pretty hot earlier in the day, but it's cooled down a little bit. It has a nice breeze. Very comfortable playing conditions for both of these teams. Really all I'm missing is an ice cream cone, and then I'll make my way back to the sideline.
I'm not sure that you would make it back to the sidelines with a little ice cream.
That's a good point.
To bring some up to myself and Kelly if you're so inclined. We can take a few minutes off and send you down the road there. You know, there's a certain College World Series famous ice cream shop just across the street. So,
well, we might have to keep it in the stadium, but are you guys chocolate, vanilla, or twist? We'll make it happen.
I'm a vanilla guy. I like basic soccer and I like basic ice cream. That's how I go. Fundamental. That's what it's all about.
Basic.
Basic. That's me. Now Westside trying to keep things basic, at least on the scoreboard. Lots of pressure from Sean Toohey and the Junior Jays early on as that continues after the short break. Up ahead now, Hunter Cruz with a little flip, trying to find some room down the sidelines. Really not too many angles on the back end, but that transition game is going to be what's so important for Westside, especially if the Junior Jays have been so aggressive and continue to do that.
Yeah, we've seen flashes of the way Westside wants to play. They like to build from the back and then go at you with pace, but they can't consistently build from the back. They haven't been able to find their midfielders.
Another throw in now is quick whistles. A little bit of cheating there from Michael Ambrose.
Ambrose, come on.
See what you're doing, trying to get those extra inches. Cafton doesn't need too many of them. Good ball behind the defense, but Trude able to step up and cut off an opportunity. Jacob Kenny once again just about a foot short of a good scoring chance. And Finicaro now with an opportunity, flicks it over the goalie and out of bounds, but a good look in that transition offense. Once again, he's frustrated that he missed out. You're not going to see that very often. What a ball.
Beautiful long ball. Finicaro is able to outbeat and then just get a tip on it, but just a little too high. But those are that flashes of greatness from Finicaro. You can tell he likes that. Keep playing that ball over the back. It really caught Prep off guard.
And that's one of the biggest ways to attack all that pressure that Creighton Prep has done, is to try and take a couple of big shots, the equivalent of a deep ball in American football, just stretching that defense and trying to keep them honest. And now a little bit of physical play from Goldner. And we'll have a free kick coming here from Westside after a little bit of contact here, Kelly.
So Goldner has advantage. He's in front of Prep. Oh, big jersey pull, two-handed. You're not going to get away with that, especially with center ref right behind you.
And Schrager trying to get crafty, unable to fool our officiating crew here at Morrison Stadium tonight. Chipped into the box. Goldner looking for that header opportunity. Once again, that height being put to good use. Just a little bit long off the leg of Samuel Mormino, and another substitution coming here for Creighton Prep. 15, 16, and 17 checking in your program book. That's Samuel Beekner, Pierce O'Brien, and Junior Natua.
So fresh legs coming on the field. This is what we're talking about, where they'd sub a lot. And they're not afraid to sub from the back all the way to the front.
And when you think about Natua and the explosiveness he showed early, now Westside has had these defenders in the whole first half. He comes in with a 15-minute spurt here after 10 minutes off. Really gives himself a chance to try to wear down this defense after a little time on the sideline. Good ball up ahead toward Ramirez. Back to Smith, who can't get it elevated. Finicaro into the middle to take advantage. Shot on goal is chipped off the ground. Goldner was there again, but Finicaro unable to get a clean shot. And nearly a big mistake there from Matthew Smith as he tried to clear it out, but didn't get any elevation.
Big defensive breakdown on Prep's end. And then there you see it, Westside just coming at them again. They're being relentless right now. They'll make you pay.
So we saw those first punches thrown in a flurry from Creighton Prep. Now Westside fighting back on the offensive side of things. Ramirez trying to find space. Goldner now back across the D, but it's taken away, and Ed Gordon doing his part on the defensive end.
Yeah, Ed Gordon's a great midfielder. The way he'll come back and help his defense out just to get the ball out of their back half.
Now throw in here for Prep. Beekner toss it in for the Junior Jays. Good distance. Gordon tries to play it off the chest, but nowhere to go. Up in the takedown, Tui forces the action into the middle on a touch. This time Kenny gets a foot on it, but misses wide. But look at the effort from Sean Tui. You talked about it, Kelly, throughout the broadcast so far. Look at the hustle down the end. He won't give up.
He was on the ground, gets back up, is able to get a cross off, and just can't quite finish. That's plagued Prep all season long.
Back into the middle, another opportunity. Saved by Trude. Huge play from the keeper on Westside.
That's
robbing Junior Natua of a goal.
That's a big time save. He had to go side to side, showing off his athleticism.
Westside got a little greedy there trying to clear it out. And Prep had numbers, 3-on-2 there in the box. Good pass and just a better save from Trude. And we're still scoreless. Again, forcing the issue, taking chances. Creighton Prep, foot on the throttle here early on.
So what I like about these two teams is they're not afraid to take it to you. Both Prep and Westside will be direct. They'll go at you 1v1. It's not like we're going to see these teams sitting back, being hesitant. They're both very aggressive.
Kenny now to the outside. Philip Schrager looking for space in the middle. Natua tracks it down. Gordon pushing it. Deflected between a pair of defenders. Really nowhere to go there. Westside doing a nice job cutting off the passing angle, but also that outside edge on the rush.
Yeah, it's almost like Gordon takes himself out of the play. He takes it too far to the right. He's got to cut into the inside. He takes his whole angle away.
Now a touch up ahead. Finicaro trying to track it down for the Warriors. Contact and knocked out of bounds. And we'll have a goal kick here, but Trude again, the save on the far side. Great job tracking it across from post to post. Nice job staying in position there. No goal for Junior J. Faithful. First touch over the shoulders there is Westside unable to get away with it. Peter Navoa trying to get an edge up on that play.
Yeah, you typically can't put two hands on the other player's shoulders.
Shot into the box now for Tui, who's behind the defense. An easy offsides call for the officiating crew there. But again, Tui just outside of that box, putting the pressure on, and you can see the angle here behind the D, and he knew it right away. Tried to come back for it, but it's too late.
Prep's playing a lot of long balls, just trying to lob it over Westside's defense.
Ramirez takes out Natua. Ball flies out of bounds. Now Timothy Cafton will check back into this game for Creighton Prep. We're going to look at the play of Ramirez. Good clean soccer. Beekner. Throw into the corner. Trying to squeeze it between a pair of defenders there. Natua looking for space. Back in front. Looking across the box. Settles it. just overruns it. Off a deflection, Westside able to get just enough of a piece to keep this thing knotted up. Another little give and go play, a little too far this time as Schrager tried to cut back into the box. See that a lot, Kelly, from these two teams, and for a group that is pretty familiar with each other's moves and strategies, Creighton Prep's been able to sneak behind the defense here more than Coach Bryan would like for Westside. In the middle, just over the foot of Captain. Up ahead now from the Warriors. Ramirez now on the near side. There's nowhere to go with the pass on that one. Was looking for Finicaro again, and Westside maybe a little too predictable in their passing angles right now. Kelly, Finicaro is a great weapon, but they need somebody else to step up and be a threat to give themselves a chance to get those passes back to their star.
Yeah, so much of this game has been played in the middle third. They're just really squeezing Westside into a small area to play, and they're not allowing Finicaro to make those backdoor runs and use his speed to go 1v1.
Chip out ahead now. Opportunity for the Warriors. There's not much space to operate with. Cruz trying to cut off the middle, but to the outside, the Junior Jays go. Captain now. He's got Natua on the near side. Tries to cut it to the outside edge. No shot there. Back into the middle, taken down on a great play defensively. Westside stepping up, and once again, Aaron Noddle making a play and clearing it out. Now a whistle as Goldner takes down Gordon. Here's a look at the play again by Noddle on the backside. Natua unable to beat him defensively. Gets a foot on the ball right there. Does a nice job of keeping his composure in the box here and getting it out. And here's a look at the contact. Running through him as Beekner sends it toward the goal. Good shot opportunity there as True forced to punch it wide. You saw the late action there on that shot. Good placement, better save.
Yeah, great strike. You can see the bends on the ball and deflected out and back into Prep's hands for a throw-in.
Good angle on it right here. It was maybe a little wide, but True forced to send it off. Now another set of substitutions for the Junior Jays. Tui, Kenny coming off the field. Throw in now. Top of the box, first touch for the Warriors. Back in now, True snags it and sends it back the other way. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. No score, but plenty of action. Most of it on the Westside defensive end. Kelly, how do they approach the rest of this half? Do they try to get some momentum and push it offensively, or try to just hold serve and send it back in the transition game?
I think they've just got to get organized in their middle. It does not look like they're playing the game that they normally play. Their transition game is so fast, and they're so good quickly transitioning from the back third to the final third, but they can't get comfortable. So they need to play their strengths, get their middles active, and get control of the game.
Captain now from the corner into the top of the box. Quick touch there. Trude runs into a Prep offensive player there, is knocked down, but missing wide on the play is Evan Loonsberry. Take another look at the contact here. First touch from Schrager on the head. True tries to cut it off, doesn't see Loonsberry on the other side. Nice job trying to get a quick shot off.
Yeah, that's just a hustle play. But no keeper likes any forward running into them with contact in their box. Outside now, Cameron Tran.
Junior Jays utilizing that full roster here in this first half, around 5 minutes to go now.
They have so much depth with all of their substitutions. You don't see their play go down at all, which you might think with more people who don't log as regular minutes.
Little contact away from the ball here as Gordon got rid of it and stepped down, and the call was made. An opportunity here with Junior Jays crashing the box as strongly as they have so far. Going high for Trude, who makes the save. But again, a versatile attack on offense. You've seen the Junior Jays try to go low, they've tried to go high. But so far, Trude up to the task. Ramirez heads it into the middle of the field. Booted out of bounds, a throw in coming for the Warriors. Westside really unable to get much going when they drop it back. It's almost to Prep's favor. They're allowed to kind of move up and put the pressure on. Good effort here into the corner, but a nice job defensively by Christian Haynes, running him off the ball. Westside again just kind of looking for that Hail Mary play, unable to convert.
So we knew it was going to come down to the battle of the midfield. So far, Gordon, Cafton, and O'Brien clearly dominating and controlling this middle, but you can't count Westside out. There's going to come a time when things have got to click for them, but so far they haven't. So Prep's really got to take advantage of Westside not playing up to the caliber that we have seen them play this year.
Ball there from Cafton, but quite long enough to give themselves an opportunity to score. Cruz now sends it back up ahead for the Warriors. Matthew Smith well out of his goal to boot it back the other way.
Both of these teams are pretty technical, and the ball's being played a lot in the air. That's not where neither team really wants it. So you can tell as time dwindles, 2.5 minutes left, we're getting a little tired.
Look ahead here for the Junior Jays, just coming up short as Trude cuts it off. And a nice pass, another aggressive look there as Creighton Prep sends another strike toward the net. Connor Reagan is coming up a little short there. Hunter Cruz now drops it back with space in the middle. Finney-Carroll across the slot there and runs into contact.
That's a good sequence, though, from their middles.
Plenty of open space if Westside can get the ball out in a hurry in that transition offense.
Yeah, Prep leaves a lot of gaps, and that's where Westside can capitalize.
Prep able to get another shot off just high of the net. Nice work by Cameron Tram, the junior, hunting his 4th goal of the season just high. Now we remain scoreless. Jacob Caffey, the freshman, checking in for Westside. Trying to get Peter Navoa a little bit of a breather. Check that, it's Noah Faro. First touch for Gordon. Hunter Cruz now tries to track it down. Gordon goes tumbling, now Goldner with it. Unable to control it, back from Caffey, a nice job. The freshman coming in to make a move, and Goldner able to track it down. Nice job by Prep keeping it in the field of play, but across the box now looking for Ramirez. Buechner able to knock it away, and the Junior Jays will have a chance with just over 30 seconds in the half. Looking for a quick throw in. With a toss. Good spot to get a touch there. Westside beaten to the ball that time by Noah Flourish. This one goes goes out of bounds, and that'll just about do it for our first half. Plenty of action from both sides here. A quick corner kick opportunity for the Westside Warriors, but not enough time to knot anything up. And crashing off the post there, but to no avail. And we remain scoreless at the half in the Class A championship game. Creighton Prep and Omaha Westside meeting for the third time this season. And once again, a close call at the break. Let's go down to the sidelines here. Ryan Mix is standing by.
All right, thanks, Thor. Jim Swanson. Very competitive first half here. What did you see out of that first half?
Oh, I thought the competition was fantastic. It's exactly what we would expect from Prep Westside in the state final. The heat, I think, is going to take a toll a little bit. The humidity is very heavy, so we're hoping that's going to play to our advantage a little bit.
Coach Hoover hopping in here. Appreciate that. Thank you. Lots of hustle, matching the hustle from your players. Defensively, I know you guys really hang your hat on that. Only allowed 8 goals all year. It seems like you guys are holding Finicaro in check for the most part.
Well, I wouldn't be too comfortable with that assessment just yet. Yeah, there's a lot of pride back there, but obviously you saw he's very dangerous. It takes one moment for a guy like him to get behind you and then pay for a little mistake or just a lapse of judgment. And so, yes, they're very solid, our guys, but I don't think we should rest on those laurels just yet.
All right, if great minds think alike, what's the key to the second half here?
Run.
Yeah, we want to force the issue. We want to force the play. We want to go forward and make things happen. Yeah.
All right, you heard it here first. Force the issue. Thor, send it back to you.
Yeah, we like seeing that pressure-packed soccer. We got plenty of it here in the Class A final. No score at the half between Omaha Westside and Creighton Prep. A tight one just the way we like it. More to come after this.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Always alongside you.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
I decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station.
Please consider including NET in your charitable giving plan. Thank you.
My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.
This week on the NET News discussion program, speaking of Nebraska, how human trafficking happens in Nebraska, and an update on the fight against it from those working with the state's trafficking task force. Plus, a look at what's happening in the legislature and state government, and a bit of Nebraska history. That's this week on NET's Speaking of Nebraska. Thursday night at 8 Central on NET Television, and Friday night at 6:30 Central on NET Radio.
Plenty of fans on hand for the Class A championship game. No score at the half. Let's toss it over to PA announcer Bobby Grennan.
Fans, at this time, we would like to direct your attention to midfield. This championship match and soccer matches throughout the state all season would not be possible without the hard work of officials who lend their talents to the sport of soccer. At this time, the Nebraska High School Officials Association and the Nebraska School Activities Association would like to present an award to an official who has reached 25 years of service as a high school soccer official. Presenting the award will be NHSOA Director Kelly Clausen, NHSOA Soccer Board Member Doug Epps, and NSAA Assistant Director Ron Higdon. Our official receiving the award this evening is James Getz from Plattsmouth. Thank you for your service to the NHSOA, NSAA, and the sport of soccer. Congratulations, Jim.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross-country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
For me, asking why is just getting started.
It's more than an activity. It's me doing what I love.
I'm not a stereotype. When I rewrite the rules, things get better.
I know that all these experiences matter.
These moments will help me become something more.
Little things always lead to something bigger.
Do it.
Track it.
Earn it.
What you're doing now will help you get scholarships later. Find resources from Education Quest at trackyoursuccess.org.
Watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch live streaming of the NSAA High School Championships, college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, and so much more. The NET Nebraska app makes it easier than ever to follow the NET sports you want, when and where you want it. Get the app at netnebraska.org/apps.
NET Sports brings you all the action from the NSAA Girls State High School Soccer Championships, Tuesday, May 16th, live from Creighton University in Omaha. Class B begins at 5 p.m. Central, with Class A starting at 7:30 p.m. Central on NET. A live webcast will be available at our website or on the NET Nebraska app.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, Nebraska Soybean Board, and Nebraska Commission on Problem Gambling. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help bring us the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, the lights shining bright here at the Class A State Championship game. Creighton Prep, Omaha Westside scoreless at the break. Beautiful night here in Omaha for this championship matchup. Let's take a look at some highlights from the first half here. Kelly, early Creighton Prep putting on the pressure.
Yeah, they were very aggressive from the start. They never stopped attacking. Westside is not out for the count. We can see they're just not quite clicking offensively. So Prep's done a great job of not letting them get in their groove. Good cross in and just so close. They've had 4 or 5 opportunities where they're attacking at pace, but their defense, you can see they're getting a little pressure right now. Matt Smith has had to work back there, but not nearly as much as Westside's keeper. He's had a lot of action, much more than what he would like in the first half.
Yeah, True keeping it close. We got more to come here at the Class A final. No score at half.
If you could see Nebraska through my eyes, you would see untold stories in a vast, rugged range. You would see a place of raw nature, filled with color and texture, a world of natural ruins. My name is Derek, and this is Toadstool Geologic Park through my eyes.
I think you're going the other way. Going the other way? No, now you're doing it well. Yeah, that's the way. That's how you want it.
Your favorite PBS shows, ready to watch when you are.
anytime, any place. Find more ways to explore than ever before.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha, all tied at 0 in the Class A state championship between Creighton Prep and Omaha Westside. John Bryan joining us now. What did you think of the first half?
Thought Prep played a really good first half. We came out a little lackadaisical. We didn't connect our passes. They definitely had a lot of energy. They had some chances. We had a couple of counterattack chances, and at the moment it's anybody's game.
What'd you tell your guys to try and pick up the intensity a little bit here at halftime?
Pretty much just said that we got to go back to passing the ball around, making sure we keep our shape. We lost our shape a little bit in midfield. Prep was exploiting it. It was giving them an opportunity to turn and run at our backs, and so hopefully second half we've corrected that and we get the ball wide and we start putting some balls into the box.
You guys are obviously familiar with Prep, playing them twice already this season. You split those matches, so what's the X factor here to get it done?
The X factor is whoever puts the ball in the back of the net. I think that they have a lot of strengths and we have a lot of strengths, and whoever capitalizes, I think it's going to be like capitalizes on someone else's mistake. And so that'll determine the game.
All right, thanks, Coach. X factor, score a goal. Thor, back to you.
Yeah, we like that kind of depth of analysis. We come to expect that from Ryan Mix, but Coach Bryan there doing his part as well. Prophetic even. No score here, just about getting underway in this second half. Westside trying to be the aggressor here early on as trying to settle things down, but Prep coming back on the far side. Now Gordon has been a bulldog in the trenches for this team, and now Kenny with a quick touch in the box, back across, but leaking back at the end was Aaron Noddle. The senior keeps it together.
Prep starting off the same way they started off the first half, with a quick attack and coming at Westside right away.
Hey, Kelly, from what we saw in the first half, a little bit more of the aggressive side from Creighton Prep. What does Westside need to do adjustment-wise to try and tilt this in their favor?
Well, I think Westside's coach's diagnosis of how they played was spot on. They were lackadaisical. Just didn't really look like any of them had that energy or intensity that you'd be playing in a championship game. So I think they just, up their hustle, up their efforts, and things could start clicking for them because they just haven't gotten in a groove yet.
Yeah, part of that due to the great defensive effort of the Junior Jays throughout this season. Certainly something to be reckoned with throughout the course of the night here, but some misplays just like that resulting in transition offense for Creighton Prep, and Kenny loses it after a quick shot. Now Goldner with it looking into the middle, but back ahead Finicaro off the deflection. A nice job to keep it away and out of harm's way there by Tanner Andrews momentarily, and now the Junior Jays send it back the other way.
I like, though, that Prep's coaches recognize that Finicaro up top, very talented. Things could change differently very quickly, even though they've dominated thus far in this final match.
A two to Kenny, but a nice job keeping his foot in the path there by Christian Hannes. Back into the middle with room to operate. Westside not pressing too hard. They don't want to get overcommitted with how aggressive Creighton Prep has been in this contest.
Well, I think one of their problems is Westside has gotten so stretched on this field. They haven't done the best job of spacing. So it's created a lot of gaps for Prep to, find some holes and come at them pretty quickly. So if they can stay more connected and organized, those are the type of sequences that Westside needs.
Back into the middle now, a shot opportunity for the Warriors, just high. And missing is Samuel Mormino, but a really good opportunity there in space, and that's not something that Westside's had a whole lot of here tonight.
No, that's a great hit by Mormino. He's a really good midfielder who can play defensive and offensive, so that's a nice rip, a good repetition that Westside needs to get going.
50-50 ball drop back to True. pressure from Tui again. We've come to expect that here tonight.
You know, Gordon, we didn't talk about this in the first half, but for his size, he really can cover a lot of ground, and he wins a lot of 50-50 balls in the middle. He does really well for how tall he is.
And Natua now chases down a deflected pass in the box, and opportunity sails high of the net. Not a great strike there, but a nice job of deflecting it ahead for Natua so he could try and chase it down. Gordon and Cafton also in the mix on that play, doing their part, but again, Creighton Prep with another shot opportunity, and Trude will send it away.
So speaking of Gordon and Cafton, there's 3 Division I scholarship players on Creighton Prep's team. Matt Smith, Ed Gordon, and Tim Cafton are all going to be playing at UNO next year.
And obviously, UNO, as it continues to rise in the college soccer landscape, looking to recruit Omaha kids. You see a lot of talent coming from the metro area. And of course, if you're trying to brand a program as the Omaha Mavericks, having Omaha kids certainly helps. Creighton Prep has always churned out a lot of talent. So some good gets by the Mavericks coaching staff, Jason Mims and company, doing a great job.
They really are. They're getting them when they're young, and you love when a hometown team like UNO uses their home talent.
Finicaro now, speaking of talent, into the middle, tries to cross over. Still space, though, and drops it back for Ramirez. Now Hunter Cruz didn't see Gordon coming. Navoa now back to Ramirez on the far side. Anytime Westside tries to drop it back and get space, Creighton Prep continues to press forward. They're not giving them that breathing room. Try and get reorganized. Cruz now. Finicaro on the far side, into the middle. Great crossing attempt. And just missing it are the Warriors. Ryan Mix down on the sideline.
All right, Thor, well, we're into the second half. You know, most teams fuel up with Gatorade, maybe a granola bar. Creighton Prep fuels up with gummy bears. This is about a 6-pound bag of gummy bears. And yes, I'm getting hammered with gummy bears right now. It's a 15-year-long tradition for Creighton Prep. Everyone I talked to said they have no idea how this tradition started, but they have to get Black Forest gummy bears for every game, not just state tournament games. This is a 15-year tradition in the making. So hopefully the gummy bears don't slow the Junior Jays down, because they haven't for the last 15 years.
Yeah, Ryan, just like the gummy bears, Creighton Prep bouncing here and there and everywhere over the course of the night tonight. A bit of a corner kick opportunity for the Junior Jays now as they look to try and get on the board here first, just about 7 minutes into this second half. Good press and opportunity here now for the Junior Jays. Scramble in the box. Good job by Goldner to get a good solid noggin on it and get it out of there. Still scrapping, a little physical contact, and Creighton Prep will have a free kick. Good chance here for the Junior Jays. Take another look at the contact, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely caught him and fell down hard, a trip. You've got to call that. And he's in scoring range, so this is a good opportunity for Creighton Prep to get on the board.
Yeah, Ramirez looked like he expected the crossover back to the outside there and stepped in to try and make an aggressive move defensively, and just caught a foot on his way. So good move by Creighton Prep to try and draw some of that contact in the scoring area. First touch knocked around. I feel like Cafton was in there in the mix, but Trude able to come away with it after it pinballs a bit.
Can you see how Prep is a finesse team? It's not really like them to just, nail a shot. On that opportunity, you're so close. You would have liked them to see to just rip it on goal, but.
Yeah, part of that, I think, looking at the efficiency of Trude and what he's done in the net in their 3 matchups this season, maybe paying a little bit of mind to that in this contest. Creighton Prep didn't score on the Warriors and Trude last time they played in a 1-0 loss. Now Westside with a chance in the box. Smith, aggressive again, comes out and gets it. And when you have a keeper with the size of Matthew Smith and everything that he's done, the talent that you've seen from him, he really likes to get out there and
yeah, he's a bear. He owns that game. I mean, he came way off his line to jump in the air, and he's not hesitant at all. He's very confident. You can just see it's his box back there. He owns it.
Devoa now owning the possession for Westside. Back toward the box now as Cruz comes flying in and misses it. Gordon back the other way. Finicaro trying to cause some confusion there with the hustle play, but Gordon now toward the boundary. Left foot across. Nice job by Westside's Christian Hanus to get in the way and clear that ball out of there, at least temporarily.
Westside's back line has been really solid. For as much as the scouting report said, you know, that might be their soft area, they've really been consistent on winning those 50-50 balls in the air.
Ramirez now into the middle. Knocked around there and tumbling to the ground is Miladiadis Hatzidakis. Hatzidakis has been in the mix a couple of times in the second half. Didn't see much action in the first half in terms of opportunity. But that height that sophomore brings in the box there is something you really have to try to take advantage of.
Yeah, not too many guys his height. What is he, about 6'4"?
Certainly towering over the defenders of the Junior Jays. Not paying off yet, but certainly something to keep in mind with him and Goldner on any set piece opportunities the Warriors have late.
So I didn't make this nickname up, but I heard the guys on Westside call him the Greek Freak because he can get to everything. He's a beast.
He certainly has the length and athleticism you've seen. Trying to use every inch of that to get something in the net here for Westside. Poked away now. Gordon rolls it back and misses toward the outside edge, but you see the thought process of Creighton Prep and what they're trying to do in their system and their attack. When you're Westside and you see the constant pressure, how difficult is that? How much does that wear on you over the course of the game?
Well, at some point or another, there's going to be a defensive breakdown. And so far, they've held it together and Prep's been aggressive. But yeah, I mean, as we're 28 minutes, it's tough to be consistent the entire game.
Deflected now over to Hunter Cruz, who tries to find some space for the freshman Jacob Caffey.
This is some good movement through the middle for Westside, getting a little bit more comfortable. This is the game that they like to play. Ping it around, but they've got to connect to the back, which they haven't done.
Yeah, you haven't seen a whole lot of opportunity in that offensive third for Westside, but trying to create something here. Caffey now, the freshman, toward the end line, but nice job defensively there by Pierce O'Brien, Jr. Like he knocked it out of bounds, but they'll say it goes off at Caffey, and Junior Jays will have a goal kick with about 12 minutes gone in this second half.
Compared to the first half, the tempo of the second half is a little slower. It seems like each team is taking their time a little bit, being a little pickier and choosier on the runs that they want to make.
Into the middle now, a tip back to Cafton, tries to force it forward now. Nice job defensively, once again by Aaron Noddle. He's been fantastic in some of these opportunities that the Junior Jays have had that look dangerous. Noddle always seems to be there as kind of the last man standing to clear it out.
Yeah, they're not short on opportunities, but what's plagued them this entire season is they're finesse oriented. They can get the ball in the scoring third, but they have trouble finishing.
throw in is booted off to the side. Schrager will do it again for the Junior Jays. It's the advantage of a guy like Schrager, who's able to really throw it deep into the box. It almost gives you an extra kind of a corner kick when you have a throw in, a guy that can really put that kind of distance on the ball.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a good weapon to have. Can put you in scoring position in one touch.
Schrager trying to find his spot. Touch batted around here between a couple of Warriors. Bit of a shoulder almost off of that touch. Junior Jays not able to keep it in bounds. Caffey will throw it in for the Warriors.
So Westside's back line, they've got a height advantage over Prep. And on all these 50-50 balls in the air, they're not winning them. So, you know, props to Westside's defense being able to hold Creighton off as much as they have so far.
Well, that size coming into play there, as you saw Hatzidakis being contested. He had a couple guys grabbing his jersey, and that size advantage, almost 50-50 ball, is really giving him an edge. And now Mormino will kick it away here. Just another chance for the Warriors on a set piece. Toward the far post. Across Novoa, but he's unable to control it. Mormino back toward the middle again. Caffey tries to chase it down, a little too far.
Mormino, just a junior, very active in the middle, gets good touches on the ball. He's young, so it's interesting that Westside has a lot of sophomores, juniors that are playing in this final game, where Prep is more driven with seniors leading the team.
Opportunity now. The Junior Jays one-on-one and just wide of the net. Forcing the issue is Trude and Cameron Tran. I'd like to have that one back. Here's another look at it, Kelly.
So Tran running onto this loose ball. He gets a touch, and it's just him and the keeper, and he misses wide. So close. Let's see it again. Great touch inside, just misses it.
And Tran not in a position to score very often. Just 3 goals on the season. Plenty capable of putting it in the back of the net, but right there, Trude did all he could to come out and take away that angle as best he could, and was able to do just enough to force Tran to miss wide. Best scoring opportunity of the night.
Absolutely. Prep has got to find a way to finish.
Forcing the issue once again. Junior Natua unable to convert on that play. Buechner back toward the middle, but deflected away. A lot of midfield activity, as you said, Kelly, in this second half especially, but I think that favors Omaha Westside a little bit. After the first half, they kind of survived that first punch and seem to have had a little more possession, a little more control in this second half.
Yeah, I think Cruz and Novoa have settled down a little bit, and they're getting a little bit more control, but they just need help. Westside's outside backs seem a little shaky on the ball, and they're not helping their midfield because they can't connect.
Here's another look at the contact there on the sideline. A lot of jersey grabbing, a little takedown. Both sides getting into the mix, but initiating the contact there was Mormino, it looked like, and was whistled for it there. Back across now to Junior Jays as they flip the field. Taken away by Goldman. Novoa now. Up ahead to the sophomore. Across to the middle. Novoa crosses back over to Goldman. Trying to find an angle. Nowhere to go with it. Slide keeps it in.
Great slide tackle to get possession. Just can't keep it.
A good pass here up ahead to Junior Natua. On the outside. Look at the speed. Trying to find an angle to center it. Flips it around. Into the middle. Boots it wide. the second time now in this matchup that we've seen Junior get himself in a position and maybe get a little too excited to put that home with velocity.
Yeah. I mean, his footwork, he's able to get around guys. I mean, look at that beautiful chip, but then just cannot put it together. You know, he had space. He could have taken that to the middle and just taken a decent shot on goal, but you know, I think he got a little too excited on that. He realized he really juked that player and then just kind of shanked it. But he brings a lot of energy right now. When he gets the ball and he makes a run, things get exciting.
And you can sense the energy from the Junior Jays, not only the team, but the fans as well. When he gets a foot on the ball, you know something good can happen if you're a Creighton Prep fan.
Well, Prep's knocking on the door. They want a goal. I mean, they keep pressing. They've been very direct. They're not trying to play around with it in the midfield. They're going at them.
Checking into the game now for Omaha Westside is Noah Faro. Peter Navoa checks out. Senior in for junior. And quick give and go. Gordon able to corral it off the mouse. Forcing it upfield. Mentality. Heard the Creighton Prep coaches at halftime talking run, run, run. Force the issue, put some pressure on it. See that approach slow down a bit here in this second half, but no team with any advantage so far. No score. Creighton Prep, Westside scoreless in matchup 3 of the season. This one for the state title. More action for Morrison Stadium after this.
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. The roads are not fit to drive. Tires will slip and lose their grip. You'll be lucky to make it alive. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. Best to leave home prepared. Look at all the snow and watch it blow. I wouldn't go out if you dared. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. You should have checked 511. Look out now, here comes a plow. You're gonna be late anyhow. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. It would be better not to go out alone. All of this ice is not so nice. Next time, better stay home.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, Nebraska Soybean Board, and Nebraska Commission on Problem Gambling. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help bring us the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Plenty of support on hand here in Omaha. Packed house at Morrison Stadium. No score midway through the second half. Lots of action tonight, but don't forget about tomorrow. NSAA Girls Soccer Championships also tomorrow on NET. Catch all the action beginning at 5 o'clock Central Time. Visit netnebraska.org for individual game times or watch the live stream at our website and on the NET Nebraska app. Those games hopefully with a good turnout as we've seen here tonight. Packed house, as we mentioned. These two Omaha programs know each other pretty well, and fan bases do too. Throw in here for the Warriors is try to get it back across midfield. Haven't seen a whole lot of that in this second half. A little bit of contact, it looks like, there from the Warriors, and the Junior Jays will have a kick.
So far on set pieces, Creighton Prep hasn't converted on too many in the regular season so far, so this is a good chance for them.
Into the middle, line drive opportunity is rolled out away. Junior Jays will have a quick throw in, trying to take advantage of the numbers. underrated dangerous spot right there, saved away by the Warriors, but Westside still unable to get anything going on the offensive side.
They've been touted as this offensive powerhouse, but we really have yet to see it. Finicaro especially, you know, 22 goals. There's got to be that pressure on him to knock one in tonight, but he just has not had the opportunities that he's had in other games.
Another deep ball here, opportunity. Once again, Trude gets into the mix, but Cameron Tran looking for redemption there. Unable to track it down. Tran with a head on it. Gordon now. Rallies to the far side. Trying to keep it in, unable to do so. That didn't look good.
You have to be aware of Morrison's turf. It's virtually perfect, but the ball goes fast. So a lot of pace, he just can't really get to it.
Yeah, dangerous moment there. That left knee buckled a little bit for Creighton Prep's Thomas Braun, but like he was okay coming out. Tough spot, going full speed, trying to pull up like that and keep it in the field of play. Lucky it wasn't serious damage there as he trots out for a breather. Trude, plenty of activity back there. Only had to make 2 saves though. 3 saves for Matthew Smith. 9 shots on goal, or 9 shots taken by Creighton Prep. So Prep has been the aggressor, but Trude so far, perfect. Smith showing off that big leg once again, able to flip the field in a hurry so far tonight.
Been tested by Westside so far tonight. I mean, he's had a solid performance from his defenders. He hasn't been put under that much pressure.
A little bit of pressure there from Goldner of Westside. Nice job defensively by Ambrose.
Yeah, Ambrose is a strong player. He's young, but he's really raw. He's just got a lot of athleticism to him.
A dangerous play there. Noah Flourish trying to clear it out. Any flashbacks to his nightmare of a year ago, last year in the state championship game. He scored an own goal against Omaha South. It was the lone goal of the match. You see here trying to clear it out. Dangerous territory once again for a player who has really been fantastic for this Junior Jays team. He said before the game he called it tragic.
Well, that would have to be a curse if it happened twice.
Thankfully for the Junior Jays and Flourish, didn't have to deal with that. Corner kick now for the Warriors. Contact in the box as Ramirez tried to come in and make it happen, but nothing doing there. No score here, approaching 15 minutes remaining in regulation in this contest. Low scoring affair last time as well, was a 1-0 game. Deflection now as Natua tries to corral it in the corner. Keeping it in bounds, goes to the corner and says he knocked it off the defense of the Warriors, and he does. Corner upcoming here. Sean Toohey will boot it in, the senior. With a chance to put his team in position to win a state championship. Near post, headed out. Good effort, good hustle there from Gordon once again. Relentless. 3 Warriors to deal with and forcing them to knock it out of bounds. Gordon, again, that tenacity that we've seen throughout the contest.
Yeah, he's aggressive. He covers a lot of space on the field. We'll see him defending, and then we'll see him almost on the touchline on the opposite side of the field. He's very offensive-minded as much as he is defensive.
For the Warriors now, checking back in is Peter Navoa. Noah Faro checks out. Throw in here. The whistle. Offsides on the back end. Contact from Buechner trying to keep it in play.
It was just enough for Westside to kick it out of bounds.
Kenny now looking across the middle of the box. Natua working on 2 defenders. Trying to find an angle, flips it in. Back to the top, great job defensively by the Warriors. Saw that play coming.
Prep's doing a great job of getting numbers high, and so it's making it difficult for Westside to clear the ball out of their final third.
Cafton now in a shot position. Deflected away. We'll have a corner kick for the Junior Jays. Cafton found himself in space there. He hasn't had a whole lot of that in this second half. Clearly an adjustment by the Warriors after that first half where he had a lot of time.
No, Creighton Prep, a lot of their midfielders and forwards, they're so unselfish. You would like to see them just take it 1v1 themselves.
Ball across. Lands in the box. This one goes out of bounds. How much of an angle there as Schreger tried to find an angle to get it back across the middle, but just ran out of real estate.
Much of the second half has been played on Westside's back third. They just cannot get it out of there.
Back across now, Westside finally does just that, but Buechner able to keep it away, knocks it out of bounds. Throw in coming from Marvin Ramirez. Junior has been aggressive, but 10 assists on the year. He's a great distributor as well for this Warriors team.
He's got a nice body on him where he can hold players off, and he's good at turning the ball with his back to goal.
Cafton. Now back into the middle once again. To the edge, across the middle, nowhere to go. Long shot is well over the net.
If Westside's gonna let him take that, those are the rips to take, and you can just see there's just a huge gap in the middle of the field from Westside's defensive back four. There's a huge gap in the middle, and then you have their forwards, and they're just not being able to connect through the middle. And that's where Creighton Prep is their strongest with their middles. Cafton, Gordon, and O'Brien, they're cleaning everything up.
Finicaro tries to get it outside to Ramirez, a little bit too strong. Did not expect Finicaro to be as quiet as he has been in this contest, but he hasn't had much opportunity. Not too many shots to be taken downfield when you aren't able to possess the ball in the middle.
Yeah, it's been really surprising. It's not like he's had a bad game. It's just he has not had the action that he usually does.
Long shot now into Trude, who makes the save. And we approach the 10-minute mark here in regulation.
Finicaro will actually go to Bellevue and play soccer next year. And soccer runs in the family for Finicaro. His older brother, Joe, played for Westside in 2004. That was the year they won it. That's the last time Westside won a championship. His brother was a first-team All-State captain. And Jack is actually the last Finicaro to go through Westside. There's about 6 siblings in that family. Athletic family.
And not the only athletic family that we've seen on this field here tonight. Ryan Mix has more down on the sideline.
Yeah, thanks, Thor. Noah Flourish and Timothy Cafton for Creighton Prep have some great genes. They have 3 older brothers who have played for Creighton Prep. Both of them are seniors, so this is an end of an era for the Flourishes and the Caftons at Creighton Prep. Pretty remarkable to have 4 guys go through the soccer program and have great success.
Tui whistled offside there. An opportunity for Creighton Prep nearly to sneak behind the defense.
You know, Thor, you don't really see very often a program like Prep that's an 8-time state championship team. You know, it's one thing where maybe older brother is on a team that isn't so good and younger brother's on a great team, but all these brothers were on outstanding teams for Prep.
And obviously a big reason why the athleticism of some of these players, Cafton and Flourish, certainly a big part of why this program has continued to be on the rise. They've been in the state championship game more than their fair share of times. You see, they were runner-up last year, 2015 and 2013. They won it in 2012 and 2011. So 6 of the last 7 years now, this Creighton Prep team has been in the championship match. And those bloodlines, certainly a big reason why. 8 minutes to go here in regulation. The team's starting to slow down a little bit, as Kelly mentioned. A spark opportunity here for Natua. Off the left foot and wide of the goal, but Kelly creating offense at this point in the game. As you take another look at this play, what's the key for each of these squads? Who do you look to if you have a chance offensively?
You just can't give up. Natua, clearly, he's got the pace. He'll go at you. But you need everyone on all cylinders in this last 7.5 that they're going to play. And much of this Prep continues to go at Westside. They've been very direct in their offense so far. But you can kind of see their energy is going down a little bit. They're trying to conserve. In their mind right now, the best thing to do would be play for OT, regroup for Westside, and try to get in a groove that we just have not seen them get in.
Natua across midfield now, trying to take on the entire defense of the Warriors. Really does so successfully in a whistle just outside of the box. A little hip check there as Ramirez takes down his opponent.
I will say, though, both of these teams, you don't see that many slide tackles, really malicious plays. I mean, this one right here, we're getting down into the wee minutes, but both of them are so good they're able to play on their feet. Okay, so right here is the tackle. Yeah, he really went for his body and not the ball, so that's definitely a fair call from the center ref.
A great angle on that shot is Noddle, who's been spectacular throughout this contest tonight on the defensive side. A little bit of poor positioning there to try and take out the body, as you said, Kelly. And giving Creighton Prep an opportunity just outside of the box here to try and get on the board.
Yeah, I'd really like to see them rip this on goal and not serve it up. Be direct on this set piece.
Here the crowd getting into it at Morrison Stadium. They know the stakes. Plenty of applause for the Junior Jays as they try to get themselves into position. Aware for Natua in the middle here if they opt not to take a shot. Deflected away by Caffey. The freshman got in there. Maybe the smallest player on the field, using his body to the best of his ability.
Yeah.
Off the chest.
The wall did its job. It took one for the team. I can't say that I would be volunteering to be in the wall when I played for Creighton. That really wasn't my role.
Yeah, that's not something anybody is envious of by any means, but just like in the booth, the talent on the field, you keep them away from that. You don't put them in harm's way. Throw in now coming from the Junior Jays. Headed out of there right away. Nice job once again as see more contact here. Once again, Creighton Prep will take advantage. Quick across now, and the Jays unable to connect on that pass. Nice job of switching it up and trying to be giving themselves a chance to catch him off guard. Cafton now, deflected shot into the box. Trude comes out and is taken out. But makes the save first.
Center ref always needs to protect a goalie, so that's the right call.
Caffey now. Out of bounds. Hunter Cruz, we haven't seen or heard a whole lot from him here tonight. He's been busy on the back half defending, but versatile player as well who can put his teammates in position. Up to Caffey now. Near side. Weave his way through the defense. On contact, taken away and sent back up. Little give and go here, looking into the middle. Captain on the run. Finds the angle to the far side. Shot low across, knocked out by Trude. Gets a paw on it and deflects it out of bounds. Good placement to that far post cone.
Yeah, that was a good attack on Creighton press part, and even better save by Trude, though. Was able to get a hand on it. Let's see it again.
Good job on that last hop that kicked up a little bit. That could have caused him some problems, but now we've got a corner kick coming. Toward the bottom, Trude able to make the catch in traffic. Looks like we've got a cramp out of bounds here for the Junior Jays. And what you can do about it in that situation with the goalkeeper of the ball.
Trude didn't look frazzled one bit.
A lot of traffic in front of him.
Yeah.
Was able to make that play cleanly. And toward the bottom. Takes him out.
Those are just silly fouls to make. You're not in scoring territory. You're just wasting time, really. So both of these teams are better when they're on their feet. They're technical. They don't need to do that. So here we go. See it again. He's shielding him out from the ball. He didn't really have a chance to get the ball at all.
Kick away across midfield. Approaching 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Still no score. Across to the middle now. Tui. Left foot on it. Trude makes the play. You feel that energy from the Creighton Prep crowd. Players feeding off that a little bit here as regular time winds down. Substitutions now, Natua in. Also Ambrose for Creighton Prep. Tzidakis coming out for the Westside Warriors.
Ambrose is a player that's come in and out, in and out. When he's in there, he does a great job on that back line. But you see that a lot. Prep just manipulates players in different positions on the field.
Contact there. Cafton, not a fan, trying to pick himself back up off the turf. Good leg from Matthew Smith. Natua nearly able to track it down for a deflection. Cafton now drops it back into the middle. Space now. Gordon to Natua. Back up ahead, a race for the ball. Away momentarily, and now back into Gordon. So Trude in a tough spot there, had to.
He made the right decision to come off his line. That was a great play from the keeper.
Look at Matthew Smith out once again from the goal. Great little give and go there. Nice play. Good touch by Pierce O'Brien. Gordon now trying to get back into the middle. Taken away, Haynes. O'Brien now a little bit too strong, right to Trude. And we're under a minute remaining in regulation.
So finishing out this half, Prep looks like they're in control. I mean, this last few minutes, they were really in their wheelhouse, moving the ball through the middle of the field, a little give and go, combining. I mean, look at this right here. This is what they do so well.
Tran unable to chase it down, but he'll have a throw in here as we approach 30 left in the second period. Ambrose now, right leg deflected. Cruz.
Looks like he wasn't sure if he should take it. He kind of hesitated and then a late hit.
And this could do it right here. Cafton on the corner, 15 ticks to go. Toward the middle post, Trude has it and collapses. Looked like momentarily he bobbled it, was able to hang on. And that'll wrap up regulation. No score between Omaha Westside and Creighton Prep. The only way to decide a title is in overtime on Monday here at Morrison Stadium. Let's take another look at the final opportunity here for the Junior Jays. Unable to cash in. Still time to win themselves a title. No score at Morrison Stadium. We'll be back with more from the Class A championship on NET.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
I just faked my age and play with Grandma's gift card.
When my dad and I play, we use his credit card. Now we use that number.
Meet the first generation of online gamblers.
Enough with the video games. Time to go outside and play.
You can lose your money, ruin a good credit rating. Online gambling can be addictive. Gambling is illegal for children in every state. The Nebraska Gamblers Assistance Program pays for help.
NET salutes the Nebraska sesquicentennial.
In the late 1940s, Frank Zyback, a Columbus native, invented a new type of irrigation system, the center pivot. It showed enough promise to get him a patent, but it wasn't ready for mass production. It worked great for sugar beets and alfalfa, but not for tall corn plants. Zyback teamed up with A.E. Trowbridge, a Columbus car dealer, and together they improved upon the design. They eventually licensed the patent to Robert Doherty, owner of a small company called Valley Manufacturing. That partnership would revolutionize agriculture, not just in Nebraska, but around the world.
That really changed everything. As my grandfather said, you can make it rain from the ground up, and you can make it rain whenever you need it to.
Thanks to local innovation and vast stores of groundwater in the High Plains Aquifer system, Nebraska has risen as a world leader in groundwater development and management.
This Nebraska 150 moment is produced by NET with support from Humanities Nebraska.
Yeah, we're back here at the Class A state championship game. No score after regulation time, so we go to our overtime expert, Ryan Mix, down on the sideline.
That's right, guys. We're set up for another great finish. Now in the Class B final, Elkhorn South got their redemption from last year. Elkhorn South fell in the final 30 seconds of regulation of the state championship game last year as Nathan Ostick hit the game winner with 28 seconds remaining in regulation. Creighton Prep similarly suffered heartbreak last year, just in different fashion. The Junior Jays lost to Omaha South 1-0 on an own goal in the state championship game. Something that has been a point of motivation for Creighton Prep this entire season, although just like Elkhorn South, they didn't want to make it the sole focus. The coaches said, you know, we didn't put the score up on the scoreboard or anything in the locker room. It's obviously something the guys think about and talk about, but it wasn't the key part of focus and motivation for this season. So Elkhorn South, they avenged last season's heartbreak. Can Creighton Prep do the same?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Creighton Prep, actually his last 3 appearances in the state championship game has come up just short. So an opportunity here that certainly the Junior Jays are talking about in their huddle as Westside gathers to try and figure out their approach here to these overtime periods. Take a look at the rules and regulations in overtime. 2 10-minute halves with a 2-minute overtime, so no game-winning goals in this one. You'll play out the full 20 minutes. And it's a shootout if need be with penalty kicks. 5 players from each team. They're still tied after 5. They'll keep going until we have a winner.
I think on another note, what Ryan said is for Creighton Prep, they have 15 seniors. So I think these seniors would like to go out on a high note, and the guys, the sophomores, juniors, you don't really see any freshmen on Prep's team, but they would like to do this for that senior class. And then for Westside, they haven't had a state championship since '04, so they're overdue for a state championship. So both of these teams have earned it. It's been a great match so far for a finals, a 1 versus 2. This is some of the best soccer in Omaha that has to offer.
And one of those seniors, Dermot Swanson, is the son of co-head coach Jim Swanson, and like nothing more than playing for his dad. You see Coach Swanson there moving along the sidelines, encouraging his team. Father-son combo at Creighton Prep not coming up with a state championship would be pretty hard to believe with all the success that they've had here in this program. So really Coach Swanson wanting to get his son along with those other 14 adopted sons of his in that senior class a win here late. Similarly for Omaha Westside, the opportunity to win themselves their first state championship since 2004. They were runner-up in 2014, runner-up in 2012 was the last time they met in the finals against Creighton Prep. Jack Finicaro, certainly a big part of this Warriors attack. It's been strangely quiet in this matchup. The Junior Jays certainly focused in their game plan on him. How do you get a player loose like that, Kelly? You've seen this before yourself, and obviously you've seen it tonight where the Junior Jays are just so focused on what Finicaro is doing.
So strange is a good way to put it. Sometimes when you've got a player who's logged so many goals, you can pull them back more into the midfield, and then they can free themselves up to advance and get back where they're the highest point on the attack. But for Finicaro, it also can be helpful if they're focused on him. It can open up opportunities for Cruz, Novoa, but we just haven't seen the consistency in the middle, working it up to Finicaro that they've done throughout the season. I mean, these guys are playmakers.
Yeah, we've seen more plays being made in the Westside defensive side of things, more so than on offense. They've been stout. Some chances for Creighton Prep, but really only one great scoring chance for each team. Finicaro got loose in the first half on a little bit of a breakaway, tapped it a little strong over the keeper, and then Tran had an opportunity for the Junior Jays in the second half. Those are the best two scoring chances, and outside of that, it's just been kind of see what you can come up with, not trying to find a break. Finicaro. Schreger falls down across the middle, but a nice job. The immediate reaction there by Creighton Prep's Noah Flourish to cut off that passing angle. That's the kind of break you're looking for if you're Omaha Westside trying to create a spark. Natua able to shut it down momentarily, but Haynes gets rid of it. Back up top. And knocked out of bounds. A little miscommunication there. You see Creighton Prep in their approach talking now amongst themselves.
Yeah, I can see Gordon kind of yelling at that back line, hey, what happened back there? That's too close for comfort when you're this far into the game, and their defense has been so good. Don't break on a mental breakdown with coverage. It just looked like they got disorganized.
A header battle back and forth. Eventually settled by Creighton Prep, but whistle for contact there as Cruz didn't hear it right away. We've seen a lot of Creighton Prep threats, but we haven't seen a ton of great shots on goal. They've had a few where Trude, late in that second half, he had to make a diving stop to his right. Might have gone wide anyway, but
It's really odd when you see such great soccer players who are so skilled, and then when they get to that just final shot and they just cannot put it in the back of the net, and they have all fell victim to it. They have had good opportunities, like you just said, but cannot find the back of the net.
Natua now oversteps it on the cross. Takedown, it'll be back the other way as Junior Natua whistled for the foul. Overran it just a bit, kind of broke up his rhythm a little bit there, and the junior, out of frustration, throwing down his enemy. Across now, far side of the box. Shot deflected and cleared out right away by the Warriors. Far side to flip the field now to Ramirez.
See, Ramirez, he's got everyone running away from him, where he needs players to check back to him so he can have someone to distribute the ball to.
I see a little frustration there on the part of the Warriors as well. Noah Faro able to handle that pass from Samuel Mormino. Throw in now, touched by Haynes. Ethan Goldner, another player who was active early in this game, but we haven't seen much from him in the second half and overtime. Another shot sent Trude's direction, saved once again. Middle of the field now. These teams seem to be just kind of waiting for something to break open. Finicaro tries to slide behind the defender on that side. Now Natua try to do the same for the Junior Jays. Into the middle.
There's a lot of space in the middle because Prep's back line really isn't pressing, and you can see Westside's back line is holding as well. So there's a lot of space to take.
Finicaro now. Looking toward the middle. Faro on the run, trying to deflect a pass and give himself a clear shot. Nothing doing. Ed Gordon now back into the middle for Cafton. Up ahead for Kenny. His job defensively once again. We saw Aaron Noddle after he got back into the game following that yellow card. Not really cutting down his aggressiveness too much. He's a senior, you know he'll be smart. You have to play the way that you've had success with throughout the course of the season and your career. Natua checking out. Jacob Kenny also checking out. Hunter Cruz can't get a touch. Just some sloppy play at the moment, trying to find an opening. Chipped away now into the box. Trude picks it up. Send it back the other way.
No team is willing to take a chance. Prep's not sending numbers forward. Westside's getting a little bit more of an opportunity to get an attack going.
Cafton left it for his teammate Andre Coates, but far side now, a rush here. Tran open across the box. Pass behind him. Faro able to get a foot on it. Tran on the far side was left alone momentarily. Whistle for offsides now. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this first overtime period. You see the Creighton Prep brass trying to come up with a solution. Way to find the back of the net here in overtime and avoid a shootout. Cafton now intercepts it. He's got Tran in the box once again. Once again, Haynes comes across to clear it out. Solid as they come all night. The Omaha Westside senior. the boundary, deflected out of bounds, and we'll have a corner kick.
Captain's not giving up. He's been chasing every ball, trying to get service. We'll see what he can do on this corner.
Minute and a half remaining in this first overtime. Remember, we'll play the second 10 minutes no matter what.
Not quite the service I think he was looking for.
Another opportunity. Top of the box. Westside packing it in. Nowhere to go in the box. Trying to force Creighton Prep to score from outside. Junior Jays not willing to give up pressing the issue just yet.
So this can be frustrating as a player when a team just decides to pack it in, which can be smart, but it's really hard to progress when there's just so many people in the box. It just gets crowded. There's not as many places to send the ball. And we got a yellow. Gordon.
So that Gordon will come off. Surprised at the call and the tie up as you take another look at it. Going to play for the ball. Went pretty high on the shin there, but trying to make something happen as time ran out.
So he got stuck on it. That was fine until he was on the ground and then still tried to get the ball. He has to get up on his feet.
Shaking his head in disbelief on the sideline, but now here we are, just over 50 seconds remaining in this first overtime period. A free kick coming for the Warriors. Low line drive across the middle. Finicaro trying to find some space, nothing doing, and back the other way we go. Clock winding down, but a little bit of space here for the Junior Jays in transition. Toward the box, Cafton with a shot at it. Corral with the left, and it's in. The go-ahead goal, Thomas Braun. Cafton had the original shot. Got lost in traffic, and Braun put it home.
Didn't take one, didn't take two, took 3 players to get this play going as a team effort.
Look at the cross here, Kelly.
So good service. Takes a touch, and then it goes off Trude's hand. So he got a touch on it, and it just rolled into the goal.
Yeah, Trude screened a little bit there by his own defender. You see the jubilation on the part of Creighton Prep, but they can't afford to lose their composure just yet. There's 26 seconds left in this first overtime. We've got 10 more minutes to play after that. A lot can happen for the Warriors in that time. So 1-0 Creighton Prep on the board. And just seconds away from a breather.
It's tenacity. Prep just didn't give up.
Out across midfield. Take a boot toward the goal and roll out of bounds. Creighton Prep's fired up. 1-0 Junior Jays after the first overtime period. Let's take another look at it. Creighton Prep in position to win a Class A championship. More after this.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Always alongside you.
Forecast plenty of sunshine through today with seasonable temperatures. We should reach our normal high of about 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70. Increasing cloudiness tomorrow, sticky and...
Take back your garage. Stuck with an extra vehicle that's taking up needed space? Donate it and get your garage back again. Support quality public media and get a tax deduction.
Westside with work to do here, down 1-0 after the first overtime period. Creighton Prep in front after a late goal in that first OT. 1-0 to score now. Let's check in with PA announcer Bobby Grennan.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention midfield for the presentation of the Sportsmanship Award for Boys Class A. Thank you to all schools, students, fans, players, and coaches for their ongoing efforts in the area of sportsmanship at the state soccer championships and throughout the entire soccer season. The trophy being presented is provided by Awards Unlimited. The Nebraska National Guard is the proud partner of the Soccer Championship Sportsmanship Awards. Making the presentation on behalf of the Nebraska National Guard are Lieutenant Colonel Will Prussia and Sergeant Evan Winey. The Nebraska State Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the NSAA are pleased to announce this year's Class A Boys Soccer Sportsmanship Award winner, Lincoln North Star High School. Congratulations, Lincoln North Star.
So Westside with a little rallying to do. The Warriors living up to their namesake. They won't give up, but down 1-0 here heading into this second OT. Thomas Braun, saw him on the sideline. His prep squad fired up. Matthew Smith trying to direct traffic back there. The keeper in the pink jersey trying to hold on to a Class A championship.
We got 10 minutes in OT. That's a lot of time for Westside to get something going and get back up on the board.
And Kelly, what kind of adjustments do you make now, knowing you have to score a goal? You can't sit back and pack it in. You have to take some more chances. What do you look to do here if you're Westside?
So I think Westside, they haven't used their outside backs at all. They really have stayed back, protected the goal. I think they need to go all in. Do not leave anything in the reserve tank. Everyone needs to step up their intensity. They need to get numbers forward and put pressure on Prep's back line and Prep's middle, because there is something to be said about Westside's center mids and their forwards. You don't put up huge numbers if you guys don't have something special going on. So they just got to get some creativity going, and they have 10 minutes to see what they can do.
And so it begins, the second overtime at Morrison Stadium in the Class A final. Headed out of trouble there by Schrager. Westside now to Cruz. Looking for space. Schrager took a shot to the face there as he came in. There been his shoulder. It's not dislocated, but he reacted immediately as he came in there on the slide tackle to try and get that ball loose. They have run into the leg of a Warriors player. You see him in pain, grasping that left shoulder. Here's another look at it down on the far sideline. Came flying in, and just landed it right there. Maybe the rotator cuff. A tough spot trying to brace his fall, and got caught up a little bit. The elbow, or the wrist got caught up, and you can see the elbow kind of wrenched the wrong way there. He's down, and he's in a lot of pain on the sideline.
He had so much momentum going in on that tackle that he wasn't really able to stop himself. So when he started losing his footing, he just kind of awkwardly fell, and probably a lot of his weight went onto his arms.
So Creighton Prep will have to deal with the absence, at least in the short term, of Philip Schrager, their senior defender. You see him being helped off here, but that left arm hanging at his side. Likely done for the duration of this contest.
Barely stand up. You can just see the look on his face of excruciating pain.
See Coach Hoover out there and trying to get a feel for how his player is managing the situation. Substitutions now in for Creighton Prep. Michael Ambrose, also Dermot Swanson. Another senior into the lineup for Creighton Prep. A brief pause here, just 21 seconds into this second overtime period. Kelly, when you lose a senior leader on the back end there, how does Creighton Prep get past this moment and not allow Westside to take advantage?
So I can see them all rallying. When you see one of your teammates go down, you want to fight for them, play for them. And this is a tight-knit group of guys. So right now, they just need to play smart, keep their heads on. You don't have to, you can almost sit back. You don't have to attack and have that urgency the way Westside needs to play.
A header to avoid a little bit more trouble there as Pierce O'Brien tries to force the issue. Into the middle now, O'Brien once again. Get to the outside there, Connor Reagan goes to the far post, but Cameron Tran unable to get there in time. Westside will send it back out toward the middle. If you'd like to order a DVD of today's game from the NSAA Soccer Championships, just call 1-800-868-1868 for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can relive all the excitement from this year's Class A championship for years to come. Still 8 minutes, 37 seconds to go here in this second overtime period. Lots of memories to be made on both sides. Westside hoping a little bit more good news here in the final moments.
So for both of these teams, they're used to playing OT. Both of them in the semifinal matches had to get into overtime to even get into the finals. So it's not like Westside hasn't been in this position before.
Finicaro across the box. Touch now. Goldner over on the far side, and Westside will have a corner kick opportunity with just under 8 minutes remaining. Finicaro able to get a foot on it and make something happen. So destructive to a defense. Just unable to get much action on his side so far. Touch now to the top. Finicaro. Corner just wide.
Great strike. I mean, that was a ball bouncing to him in the air. Let's see this again.
Laser from Finicaro off the carom. Saw a quick touch there. Westside. Westfall over to Finicaro, and Matthew Smith glad he didn't have to touch that one.
That's a hard ball to take out of the air.
Knew he had to be just about perfect to get one on net past Matthew Smith. Nonnell now gets it ahead to Trude, but a little miss hit. Great save there on the slide to keep this thing a 1-0 game. A little bit of hesitation there, but Westside certainly needing to do everything they can to try and force the issue. Just down on the back end, Trude bailing himself out here.
Yeah, I don't think he meant for that touch to go right back to the middle. Just a little bit of a mistouch. Thankfully, Prep didn't make him pay for it.
Corner kick coming now from Westside. Far post, Matthew Smith deflected it out of bounds, and we'll have another corner kick. Prep says he didn't touch it. It looked like Smith got a finger on it. As you take another look at the replay angle, going to the far post. Looks like it hit off a Prep defender if it wasn't Matthew Smith even. Cruz now to the box. Offside called.
You can see the urgency, though, from Westside. I mean, all of their players are being pushed up. They're only leaving about one guy at the center circle. They know time is ticking.
Smith across midfield. A bit of a shove there from Hunter Cruz. Whistled for the foul now, and Prep will take his time setting up with a free kick.
When you're up in overtime, the strategy is drain the clock. Sub as much as you can. Push the ball to the corner flags and just hold it there. Because every second counts in this type of situation. And it can be so frustrating to be on the the opposite end, like Westside, it just, you know, it infuriates you when players are draining the clock. But hey, whatever it takes to grind out the win.
We saw some of that in the Class B game earlier tonight. Alcorn South got out in front and didn't allow possession to South Sioux City, and a little bit more of that as well in the final 5 minutes. Ryan Mix with more on the injured Junior J.
Yeah, thanks, Thor. Phil Schrager had a dislocated shoulder. They popped it back into place, but he's got it iced up right now, and he will not return to this game.
So a blow to the Junior J's defensive core, but plenty of depth there as you see Schrager icing that shoulder down the way he wanted to picture his final 5 minutes in the state championship game. I'm sure that shoulder will feel a lot better with the win.
Schrager really had an impact, though, the entire time. He was solid. He was clearing balls out. He was good on the attacking end. And he's a big part of Prep's success in the way that they have essentially dominated much of this game in possession.
Westside able to get a corner kick away there. Nice job by controlling the ball into the corner. Samuel Morrison, you take another look at it here. Trying to boot it off the Junior Jays.
Yeah, I don't know if that hit off Gordon. That was a tough call, but a smart move by Mormino.
Back to Ramirez. Deflected. No shot on goal for the Warriors. A good aggressive push by the Junior Jays as Tanner Andrews pushes it up ahead. But too far for Trude. He was looking for Connor Reagan there across, and now Westside forces it down the field once again. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this second overtime period. Westside needs to score and keep it there to force a shootout. Opportunity in the box now. Low line drive is scooped up by Matthew Smith. He'll lay on it. You said, Kelly, trying to eat as much time as you can, and if you get it to Smith and your Westside, you got to back up because of that big leg, but able to eat a little more time on the rollout here. Substitutions now coming, a little pushing and shoving there on the sideline.
The clock doesn't stop on the subs, so Prep is going to use that as much as they can. They already sub a lot as it is.
Thomas Braun, the man who scored the lone goal here tonight, back into the game, as is Timothy Cafton. Westside now 2 minutes to go in the final. Ed Gordon can't squeeze it through the defense. Ramirez was looking for it, was able to adjust to get back toward the corner. Finicaro trying to slot it through the defense. Into the middle now, Prep will clear it out. Out of bounds for a throw-in now. Westside's Aaron Noddle, the senior, to toss it in. 90 seconds to go. In the middle, Ramirez. Noddle with it again.
Westside's got to get that ball forward. They have to press.
On the run now, the Warriors cutting back into the middle, chipped out of the way. Stolen back across. John-Luke Westfall will try to send it back the other way now with a minute remaining. Good first touch to the open space there by the Junior Jays.
Prep has just not stopped hustling after every single ball.
Opportunity now, Navoa into the box, keeps chipping at it. Matthew Smith eating all those valuable seconds away. Now we'll have time for one more rush if you're the Warriors. One final chance. Try and even this thing up. Line drive boot rolls down all the way to the other end of the field. Cafton corrals it in the middle with 15 seconds seconds left. He'll have a shot opportunity here. He'll try and put it away. 10 seconds to go. Trude with it. And that'll do it in the Class A final. Creighton Prep in overtime knocks off rival Omaha Westside for the 9th state championship in program history. The celebration is on at Morrison Stadium.
They really earned it. They fought so hard this entire game. They never gave up. They were aggressive. They pressured Westside, and their hustle, I mean, their effort was on another level tonight, and they deserved this win. Having been in the finals last year and not being able to come up with the win this year this win has just got to feel so good.
Yeah, the first state championship for this senior class, that massive group of upperclassmen that you mentioned, Kelly. First title since 2012 for the Junior Jays. You know, it feels good for this group that's suffered disappointment a couple of times on their end. Here's the rush of the field. Junior Jays feeling the rush of victory. Creighton Prep wins it 1-0. Back with more from Morrison Stadium after this.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
If you could see Nebraska through my eyes, you'd see a home. You'd see a closer connection to the world around you. You'd see a place where you can work, have fun, and learn at the same time. Actually, you wouldn't just see, you would feel and hear them, giving back the same energy you give to them. My name is Mandy, and this is Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium through my eyes.
Support NET as a sustaining star for an easy way to provide ongoing support to the programs you love. Monthly deductions from your bank account or credit card keep your membership current and help sustain NET with a steady, reliable revenue we can count on. Every time you enjoy NET, you'll know that your sustaining membership is making a difference. Become a sustainer today at netnebraska.org/donate.
Great feeling for the Junior Jays, celebrating with their faithful fan base after a 1-0 win in overtime over rival Omaha Westside. First state championship in 5 years for Creighton Prep. Let's head over to PA announcer Bobby Grennan.
Fans, the Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Our medal and trophy presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Directors member Mark Norvell from Fillmore Central, as well as U.S. Bank representative Brandon Turway. Now, fans, here are the awards for the 2017 Class A runner-up, Omaha Westside High School. Will head coach John Bryan and your assistants please step toward the middle of the field to present the silver medals to each member of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Griffin Trude. Number 3, Brady Fair. Number 4, Christian Hannes. Number 5, Daniel Wood. Number 6, Ethan Walter. Number 7, Samuel Mormino. Number 8, Noah Farho. Number 9, Peter Navoa. Number 10, Hunter Cruz. Number 11, Sage Wine. Number 12, John Luke Westfall. Number 13, Jack Finocchiaro. Number 14, Jacob Caffey. Number 15, Maxwell Frost. Number 16, Miltiadis Hatzidakis. Number 17, Ethan Goldner. Number 18, Christian Madsen. Number 19, Marvin Ramirez. Number 20, Jackson Bush. Number 21, Aaron Noddle. And number 99, Cedric Holman. And now here's the 2017 NSAA Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Omaha Westside High School.
So the trophy presentation here for the Class A runner-ups, Omaha Westside. A phenomenal season for that program. 17-3 they finish up. Unfortunately for the Warriors, for the third time in the past 6 years, they make it to the state final, only to fall just a little bit short. On the other sideline, Creighton Prep feeling good. Let's go back to Bobby Grenna.
This is Creighton Prep's 9th state championship. First, head coaches Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson, we have a special award for you. And now, coaches Hoover and Swanson, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team. Number 1, Blake Ellis. Number 2, Jacob Kenny. Number 3, Michael Ambrose. Number 4, Noah Flourish. Number 5, Edward Gordon. Number 6, Alexander Sadeka. Number 7, Philip Schrager. Number 8, Andre Coates. Number 9, Sean Toohey. Number 10, Timothy Captain. Number 11, Jake Semino. Number 12, Matthew Smith. Number 13, Tanner Andrews. Number 14, Connor Regan. Number 15, Samuel Beechler. Number 16, Pierce O'Brien. Number 17, Junior Natua. Number 18, Luke Waters. Number 19, Thomas Braun. Number 20, Dermot Swanson. Number 21, Evan Lounsbury.
I can't even do it right.
And number 22, Cameron Tran. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is Vice President of Agencies Andy Kraus to head coaches of Creighton Prep Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2017 NSAA Class A State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Creighton Prep.
So Creighton Prep snaps the streak of 3 straight losses in the state finals with his 9th overall championship. Here from the Junior Jays after the break.
Keep connected to what's happening in your state government by visiting netnebraska.org/capital. Nebraska Capital Live brings you daily coverage of important decisions that are happening from the floor of the legislature, Nebraska's courts, legislative hearings, and from the governor's office. Wherever you go, you can always stay informed with Nebraska Capital Live at netnebraska.org/capital or on the free NET Nebraska app at netnebraska.org/apps. From Omaha to Chimney Rock, Valentine to Beatrice, the NET member card is your key to savings and adventure. Use your member card at participating restaurants, wineries, and performing arts venues. When you travel throughout the state, you can also save on lodging and attractions. Explore all the benefits online, with the mobile app, or in the directory. The NET member card, a great return on your investment in NET. Thank you.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, Nebraska Soybean Board, and Nebraska Commission on Problem Gambling. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help bring us the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
All right, welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Here with the Creighton Prep winning head coaches, Tom Hoover and Jim Swanson. Congratulations, guys. Now, Jim, I want to go right to this. The goal in overtime and your reaction was awesome.
What did I do?
You were just going ballistic. Well, I mean, take me through that moment.
I was trying to be calm at first and just excited. But, well, really, I was trying to keep the guys on the field and off the field and all that so that we wouldn't get a yellow card because we've had that before. So the guys after the goal.
After the goal, then you just... And after the fist pumps.
Then I did some, weird little dance. Yeah, some gyration. I'm not sure exactly what it was. But the bird cage kind of fired me up a little bit there, and the guys are all excited and yelling, and I just have to get excited with them. pretty passionate guy, and I get pretty excited about things like that. So I was just so thrilled for these guys. They going through those 2 losses the last 2 years. So they deserve it. There's no question.
Yeah, Tom, for you guys to be so close for recent years, runner-up 3 out of the last 4, how satisfying is it to break through this year?
It's just their reaction and to see their faces and I think kind of a lot of relief and just the exhaustion of an emotional season kind of came together tonight. We played the game we wanted. We kind of told the guys, here's how we're going to play, and they did it. And just to see their faces, the sheer joy we hadn't seen for a long time. So that alone is satisfying.
Obviously, an extremely competitive game. We expected that going into it, being 1 versus 2, but did you expect the intensity level this high?
This is Westside Prep. There's so much history here, and they were really gutsy and determined, and they had a great year, and they'll be back. They have a kind of a strong junior group, and they'll contend next year. So we're excited about playing them again. But they had a great season. All credit to them. So,
Jim, how about Tommy Braun coming through?
Well, that's Tommy's only the 2nd goal of the year, and his other goal was in overtime against Grand Island to give us a 1-0 victory against Grand Island a few games ago. And so, yeah, he's been determined. He's been determined to get back from an injury. He's had an injury earlier in the year and was just getting back into form here at the end. And we're thrilled for him. He's just a junior, so he'll be back helping us next year.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys.
So much. You guys did a great job. We appreciate it.
Thank you all. Thank you. Let's bring in Matthew Smith if we can grab him. The goalkeeper. He's somewhere back here. Matthew Smith is celebrating. Here he comes. All right, Matt, you're a state champ. A lot of hard work and effort, but how's it feel?
It feels great. I mean, last year, the year before, we lost in the finals. This year, we come out senior year. Matters the most, and we got it. Feels great.
You're kind of out of breath right now. Is that from the celebration or from the 100 minutes of, playing soccer?
From all of it. I'm yelling at my guys back there trying to direct and communicate. I usually am out of breath every game, but the excitement really took me out.
Now, you guys, the defense from Prep has been so good all year, and you've only allowed 5 goals all season, which is pretty remarkable. But tonight, Westside gave you guys a little bit of a push, but just speak on behalf of the entire backside defense from Prep.
My defense is everything to me. I don't know what to say. They're remarkable. They don't let up. They don't mess around back there. They're real good defense. I like them.
Matt, congratulations and good luck at UNO.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in Tommy Braun, the hero. We're going to interrupt the group picture real quick. Tommy Braun. Can we bring in Tommy Braun? No, Tommy Braun. Tommy. Okay, here we go. All right. Sorry to interrupt the picture.
You're good.
Tommy, 2nd goal of the season.
Yes.
Could not have come at a bigger moment for you. How thrilling was that?
It was an amazing experience. One of the best in my life, probably, for now. I just can't thank my team enough and the effort we put into this game. I thought we really showed that we were #1 in the state and that we had the full potential that everyone was expecting at the beginning of the year.
Take me through the goal.
Well, Andre Coates crossed it in, and then Tim Captain went up for the header, and he missed it a little bit, and the ball squeezed in between the defenders. And then it fell perfectly to me, and I just had to settle it down and hit it right away.
Now, this is only your 2nd goal of the year. Now you're in Creighton Prep lore, hitting the game winner, state championship. I mean, how awesome is that? And this is a moment that I imagine you'll cherish for the rest of your life.
Yes, I will for sure cherish this for the rest of my life. And last year, the way we lost in the finals was heartbreaking. And it's just amazing to score for my team and actually come out with a victory for our state.
Tommy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Creighton Prep earns their first state championship since 2012, a 1-0 victory. We'll be back with more on NET.
Sportsmanship is the positive and professional support of players and athletes alike in the spirit of competition.
More important than the scoreboard or the season record is our attitude and behavior in the field of competition.
Sportsmanship has become a lost art, and sometimes we needed to be reminded of this.
Always remember to win with class and lose in style. respect the game, and most importantly, respect each other.
Now, you told me there was an interesting story. Where did you find this?
My mother had a cousin.
Grandpa. Husband's parents.
Great uncle. Mom's third cousin. Governor of Vermont.
That I'd found laying on a trash pile.
Flea market dealer.
In the dirt. She paid
$25. Never seen one quite like this.
Rare, fabulous.
Fantastic. $25,000. $250,000.
$300,000. Oh my God.
Every treasure tells a story. Antiques Roadshow.
Creighton Prep celebrating on the field. Might be a while before the Junior Jays get rid of this one here. Big win in double overtime against Westside. Here's a recap of the day today. Elkhorn South winning Class B, Creighton Prep in A. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock Central, the girls hit the pitch. Scott Catholic taking on Columbus Scotus in Class B. And at 7:30, the perennial powers, Millard North and Omaha Marion, defending state champs in Class A. Final thoughts, Kelly, a big win here for this contest. When you look at these two teams, what was the difference for you?
Well, Prep had an edge the entire time. There was never a point in the game where they weren't in control. But this win, it's not an individual win, it's a team win. From Smith on the back line to his 4 defenders to the 3 in the middle to the 3 up top. It took everyone doing their job for them to win. And then Tommy Braun, it took 90 minutes for them to put a goal in the back of the net, but that just speaks to that they never gave up. And I just love how the guy, a team picture, took precedence over the game-winning interview.
Hey, it feels good to get a win after all that, and plenty of memories made. If you'd like a DVD of today's game from the NSAA Soccer Championships, you can call this number, 1-800-868-1868 for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can relive all the excitement from this year's championship game for years to come, just like the Junior Jays will. 1-0 winners. Don't forget tomorrow, our coverage starts at 5 right here on NET. For Kelly Connolly, Ryan Mix, and the entire NET Sports production crew, I'm Thor Tripp. Thanks for tuning in and watching the NSAA Soccer Championships. We'll see you back here tomorrow.